Can you beat this level within 5 minutes without losing a single life? Probably not. VLDC15 participant. I really do think the next time that they roll a base patch for this, it should include the ability to cancel that quicker. Judges Lounge and Yosuta Tou XV. Let's check out the Judges Lounge first. Feels like the place to be. Putting my name anywhere in the submission is discouraged. Try to complete the level as intended first, then come back with Yoshi. Ah, okay, it's one of those. It's an interesting gimmick. I rarely see it used in hacks, having the Yoshi level have a slightly different message with Yoshi in it. Alright. Starting off a little 1F5, or 105-ish. What's wrong with this? Oh, is he an egg face? It's always weird looking at these things. That's why you put the OLD skip it. Wouldn't it be great? How you doing, Simon? Why is there a retry door? Oh, there's a Yoshi here. I don't know what that is. Can Yoshi eat eggs? Eggs are purely aesthetic. Oh, these are malls. More than enough mall to go around. Hooray! Thank you for evolving me. My name is Yasi, and I'm your gimmick. And your goal is to find the gold egg to move ahead of the level. Okay. It's a real thing it's in your entry? Oh, interesting. Well, I'll have to play yours in the near future then. That is a key, possibly? I'm not really sure why it's a key. Can't think of any other object that would behave like that in Yoshi's mouth and is steppable. This is not going the way I hoped it would. Is Yasi gonna come back? No, Yasi, I need you. Ah, I understand now. It was in fact a key just for this gimmick. I know this gimmick. Back. Okay. I don't know why I did that. That was fruitless. Completely fruitless. I'm not shoeless. You're shoeless. Okay, we have a message. Whoops, Yasi is a gimmick, remember? You can't move forward without him. Lick the colored eggs to gain abilities. Okay. I understand this, so I needed to bring the Yoshi with me. That's all the implication is. Okay, so these pits aren't pits, per se. Oh, that's why there was a thing there. Alright, so I got the red now. 1F0s. Okay, so I'll only do that. It spits out fish. I didn't expect the correct thing. Oh my. The bagpipe sends you backwards? I know! Who could have guessed? Virtual insanity. Have you ever seen the, there's a little documentary, mini-documentary explaining how they made it work? Because they initially had the idea for it, and then we're like, oh, okay, but now how do we even make this work? And it was actually pretty nifty, because they were moving around like a little paper model explaining how this would work. And one of the guys said, why don't we just move the whole thing? And they're like, that's a stupid idea. And they realized, oh no, that really isn't a stupid idea. And yeah, so they filmed the whole thing by just sort of hooking up this giant umbilical cord of sound, lighting stuff, and then moving the room and having a bunch of grips on each side, and they just go left, or north, 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 east, 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 etc., etc. Which I think is pretty cool. It's an interesting way of doing it. Bonk. Take advantage of my 1F0s. Okay. I don't know what it wanted me to do there. It's a dismount. It's a football of some stripe. A retry pipe. A not Yoshi. Fish vine. It's a very long fish vine. So basically, there's a way for me to go back and get the Yoshi again. I'm not sure I want to do that yet. I want to explore the space, because it isn't really all that interesting to go back. Okay. No, there must be a way to get that blue... There must be a way to get there must be a way to get the Yoshi there. There's something going on here. Something odd going on here. It's a case where, like, actually having to go back and think for a moment isn't really going to be damaging. I will say I think that making me grow the Yoshi here is a little bit annoying, but it's not, like, bad, just, like, unnecessary. Like, if you're gonna make Yoshi your gimmick, it makes a lot more sense just to give you a Yoshi. We're playing 2 Yoshi gimmick levels back to back, so it's kind of hard not to compare and contrast. Oh, whoops, I got the key. The key! Yeah, having to go back and get your own Yoshi is a little bit annoying. Alright, so now I have a Yoshi. It wants me to go back. The gimmick here... I do that. Okay, and then it's very clear it wants me to dismount. But then I have no Yoshi. And a retry pipe. But there's a reason to come down here. What could it be? There's a red Yoshi in there. Okay. Apparently I didn't kill my other Yoshi well enough when I did this last time. Should not have destroyed that, by the way. Hello again, Luis. I am playing number 36 and being very confused. Yeah, I think what I was supposed to do is bring the blue shell with me. Because that's not a real blue shell. And then I can fly, but I messed up. So let's go through the retry pipe. Which gives me the Yoshi here. Okay. Couldn't get into the pipe because the egg kept breaking. Interesting. I mean, this is just a puzzle level. I just have to figure it out. That's what this comes down to. I also love the Halloween sound effects record that's playing. Okay, so then it goes up there. Now this is key. I need this object. Which means I need to go all the way up here again. It's a long way up. Now, because I've already cleared the way, we're going to do this kind of slow, because I don't want to put the shell in his mouth yet. But I also don't want to lose the shell. Yoshi will fall where he may. Okay. Alright, now it is time to put it in his mouth. And go over here, get the dragon coin. Hopefully this won't be too bad. I got the first part of the puzzle. This forces me to purge Yoshi's mouth, which sucks. Oh crap. I'm not sure what that meant. I get the feeling it's going to be a long level. Just for the time being, at least. Oh, I forgot about that dragon coin. Nom. Anyway. I'm trying to think of any other stuff that... I mean, today was pretty dull by most accounts. Like, I really didn't do much today beyond do work, so... Spent a little bit of time... Oh, I finished the moderation... I went and did the moderation effort for, Daizo's hack that I moderated yesterday, so that's going to go on the queue next on YouTube. That's, like, the thing I did. Still trying to work out exactly how I'm going to do some ICFP stuff. That's on my, like, to-do list and figure that out. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. Mostly I'm just deciding what day to do my laundry. And how much laundry I'm going to do, because I'm going back to my own apartment. Like, I don't really need to do much laundry. I can always just get clothes there. It is my apartment after all. There are other clothes there that I didn't bring with me. Okay. I imagine there's plenty enough time, but I didn't want to. Okay. So now, we purge that, which is not going to get the other guy. Oh, that was actually an object to be eaten, not an indication. Okay, that means I gotta do this loop again. All right. I understand now. I thought it was like the other wall eggs. That's on me. I think I must have thought I got close enough last time. Okay. It's a long way up. Alright, I think there's more than enough time. I'm just going to go for it this time. Especially given that we... Oh wait, I already have that. Well, we've proven there's enough time to do this. Do that, because I really want to be on the far edge of this. Nope. Alright, maybe I can cheese it. Well, no. I can see further in the level. I have a green shell now and a retry pipe. Okay. To go back and get the Yoshi. Oh, well he's conveniently grown now. That's nice. Alright, you know, my complaint about that earlier, I'll withdraw that. If I have to go back, the Yoshi's already grown, that's not the end of the world. Part of the problem is, like, this is just a long setup for what we're doing here. I can't tell because I can't see the numbers on the screen, but I feel like this is taking a long time to do individual runs of, and there probably is a good way to optimize it. This football is unnecessary and annoying. And then this climb is gigantic, especially to do with an item. So there's just a little bit of tedium in this level that probably wasn't necessary. Like, really, do we need to do this? Couldn't we have done something with switchbacks? I don't know. There's gotta be a faster way. Okay, let's go. I already have the dragon coin because we haven't actually died yet. Purge that. Time shifted less than 50. You're not wrong. You are not, unfortunately, wrong. I wonder if there's anything down there, because we are starting at such a high height. That's the trick. There is something down here. Welcome to Warp Zone. I don't know if I'm skipping over anything. I'm not touching that yet. When you played at the egg was destructible, so you can get into the cave room. Interesting. Yeah, so far, this is making sense to me in how it's constructed. Okay, I knew there was going to be a disco shell somewhere. Okay, that's a retry thing if I make it. Okay. But yeah, definitely needed a disco shell. This was obvious because I needed to fly and fart. That's a key. The yellow thing is not destructible. The quote-unquote golden egg is not destructible. But the Yoshi can't eat it if you aren't careful. But to be fair, once you learn spit tech, life gets a lot easier. Oh, it's a boot. And a retry pipe. Is that it? What an odd thing to put there. Alright, so fun fact. Yesterday, watched the World Cup. My nephew kept wanting to play video games. Like, can we play Mario now? Can we play Mario now? And I'm like, no. Mario's watching the game. He loves soccer. We cannot actually watch. Or we can't play Mario. What is going on behind that pipe? Oh crap, he ate the key because I got distracted by what's going on behind this pipe. What is going on behind that pipe? Like, what is happening there? Well, anyway, let's see what this retry pipe puts me. I got distracted. Oh good, it puts me in the warp zone. I kind of like this construction where it gets you the Yoshi. That's cute. Okay, so this time we won't do the stupid. That's a Galumba. That's fine. But yeah, it's one of like those things you learn at some point. That it's very important to constantly cycle in and out of Yoshi's mouth, the object you're holding, because he probably will end up eating it at some point. He just can't help himself. He's a hungry beast. Alright, well, bye, Yoshi. Did you know that Yoshi can spit out items through walls? In fact, I did. Not all the eggs are decorations. Look for the common color and lick it. You gotta lick it. Look for the common color and lick it. Oh, that blew up. Yeah. Is that cut off up there? It does not matter if it is cut off. Thank you, mole. Shh. Not sure where we were going with this, but I don't think this... because that works. Why would I ever want to hit this square? Huh. Alright, now we're doing weird stuff. I ate an explosion. I know you can do that. That's cool. It's a castle. I need to stand on a... Imagine the Anon blocks will hurt me. It's a castle. Is this a disco shell? Like, what is that? It's not a disco shell. Okay, it's completely edible. I don't know what object would behave that way. I also don't know what to do with the castle. Okay, so what you want to do is bounce. I need a yellow shell, or need a shell from somewhere. I did mention the common colors being edible. Yeah, I'm going to hit the retry door because I'm just a little bit confused. I feel like there must be a green shell somewhere that I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is. Well, that's bad. Okay. Mistakes were made. I don't know if I have enough stuff to hatch a Yoshi over here. I guess I can eat the explosion if that critter isn't dead. I think I just need one more, right? So... well, in a way that worked out really well. In a different way it didn't work out at all. Okay, let's eat that. This isn't a retry pipe too, is it? No. I want to be embiggened. I want to be embiggened. It's better than being sedated. Okay, so what was the color I actually did manage to eat through the wall on accident? Red. Alright, so I can't drop the shell. That's the trick. And this thing is a bonkable surface? No, it's not. What is that? Okay. It's red. Guess I should be looking for more red shells. Ah, not again. There are more red shells. And because they weren't affected by the mosaic effect, I can tell that they are in fact red shells that are usable. Okay. Cool. I'm picking up what the level's laying down. I'm so happy I managed to avoid the fate there. Yoshi, you... Shoot. Well, so much for Dragon Coins. I ain't doing that again. Okay, back in the pipe. The future indeed refused to change. Fire indeed hot. Not again! Why? Why is this a thing? That is highly vexing that I lose my Yoshi and it gets stuck somewhere I can't even get to it. Okay. Grab the Yoshi. I wish. I was an older brother, and so I got to do some of that kind of nonsense. My favorite one was stop tickling yourself, which is definitely not very nice to do to your younger brother. Oh, whoops. It's fine, there's more. It's okay. There's more. Alright, so I still don't know what's up with this. Come on. No. Alright, do I see any more red shells I can pick up? That one. I do not understand this trick. Alright, well, let's see if we can figure out what's up with this whole structure. It's like... castle. I'm so confounded by that. Is that a bomb? Like, what is this? Let's retry. Unsurprising. We'll take a fire flower, though. Or will we? Okay, what? What am I trying to accomplish here? What is our goal state with regards to this? Still don't know what to do with that, because I can't identify what object it is. Alright, I'll keep on keeping on. Okay. There we go. I've successfully spawned a shell. I don't think that's what I wanted. It's definitely not what I wanted, but I think this is fixable. It may not be fixable. Maybe I can just get up there without that? I still don't understand what half of the stuff in this stage is for. Like, I guess that would spawn a blue shell? Is that even allowed? I don't think you can spawn a blue shell there. Huh. Can't use the retry door, I'm too big. What's the deal? Like, there's so many pieces here that I don't know what to do with them yet. But it's not. No, it's not. So, that is the weird thing. Can spit items through walls. Not all of the eggs are decorations. Look for common color and lick it. Okay. That's just a hint about the red one, I'm pretty sure. That almost hit him. It did hit him, huh? Like, this thing here, I do not know what to do with. Because, like, it doesn't respond to any of the things I want to work with it. Like, it doesn't do anything there. I can't spit it out. So I'm not sure what to do with that. Where's that castle? I cannot. The Anon blocks are hurt blocks. I believe they're rebadged munchers. I can't eat the castle. Can I destroy this block? Does this block have something in it? This block has something in it, and I don't know what it is, and I can't interact with it. Alright, another loop. If I hit the 255 glitch... Any given time... Like... I don't know what the purpose of this interlude here is. I'm hoping I don't actually need it. I don't know how to make this work consistently either. Maybe the shell and the blocks are in the turn block? Maybe. It would make a decent amount of sense because it'd be a reusable shell. I really wish that wasn't a red one. I can't get to that shell immediately. But yeah, then he comes in, does the yellow thing. And like, there's a spot here to pick him up. So I guess that's a thing to do. Could just try and spit through the wall too, but... It's a P-switch. That still hurts me. It's a door. Was that the point of the whole area? This says go down, but I guess I'm not supposed to go down. Okay. Mandatory. Can I stand on that? Yes. Well, what about the spot over there to the right? Okay, maybe that's a dragon coin. I just misread the whole thing. Kind of like the random coins, though. They're kind of nice. I don't know why, but I actually really dig this background. It's just all the pipes. There's something about it that I like it. I don't know why. Maybe it reminds me a little bit of Hacker's Dreams. Was it Pipe Dream or Going Too Far? I forget. Fun fact I learned. No, it must have been Pipe Dream. the cape level of Hacker's Dreams, the reason it works the way it does is because Anon actually isn't that good at cape. He doesn't do like slow fly cape tricks. He just goes at full speed. This is bad. And as such, in that level, you fly at full speed. It really makes a lot of sense when you think about it. You work with the constraints you actually like. Ah! This is Yoshi harassment. Okay. I'm abusing spawn mechanics, and I'm fine with that. Okay, that was kind of cool. Alright, so am I almost done with the level? Those are very Mario 2-ish. What? No! That wasn't solid! What? Ah. I assumed it was solid. Should I have not assumed it was solid? Did I encounter a pipe like that elsewhere in the level and I should have just noticed that? I'm not entirely sure. Ah, not again. Not again! I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm just trying to play the game. I haven't watched a Germa stream in a while. I wonder what he's up to. In one hand, I do think that Germa vs. Star was one of the best things he ever did. On the other hand, the Mysteries of Geology stream, Mysteries of Archaeology stream where he dressed up like Indiana Jones and got archaeology and geology mixed up was really funny. Germa and Star always worked very well together, almost to a ridiculous degree. Very much like a oh, come on, not again. Ah, nuts, that was go loop. Very much like the Japanese comedy duo, the Tsukome and the Bokeh. Why'd I do that? That's not what I wanted. Occasionally reversing roles. But not always. Just occasionally. I still maintain the truck punchline's actually pretty funny. Alright, so this time I want to find out what's in the box at the bottom of all this. Which I think I can do? No, I don't think I can. I don't think there's any way for me to spawn that shell. I despawned the Koopa. Okay, Alright, so what's up here? Something different! Scroll up. About that... Nope, that's a wall. How? That hurts me. There's a lot in this level that just seems a little bit off-kilter. Just a little bit. I really wish there was a better way to do this. Typically, I don't actually use block dupe tech if there's a good reason not to, but in this case, I don't really feel any compulsion not to. So here's my grand question, like, which way is the correct one? Like, we're dealing with a really weird situation here where I have two, both fairly viable paths. Ow. which both look legitimately possible, though one looks much more annoying than the other. I almost completed the blue Yoshi path. I suck at this trick. I'm not sure why I chose to do that. Lets me use this reset door. Maybe this reset door is nicer. No, it takes me back exactly where I was. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Okay. So, what am I trying to do here? I have 3 possible venues of exploration, which is really weird. I have the castle exit. I don't know if this thing is a 2-exiter, but I have the castle exit. I have the jump well exit, and whatever is in that box. In that box, once it locks. Some people say it's kind of freaky, but I don't care. What? I'm gonna run into the same problems I did last time. What? No, I don't want to jump off the Yoshi. I don't know what this level's trying to convey. Like, it's weird to me that you have a level that's built around the sort of idea of weird Yoshi tech, but at the same time you have these really kind of empty parts. Like, I don't really understand the point of the whole run-up to this. Because you have to have the Yoshi to actually do any of this section. This trick is oddly difficult to actually pull off in practice. And because it's a red shell, I can't just drop it out of the mouth to have another shot at it, which is just seems a little bit unnecessary. Okay, there we go. What was the point of that even? Because I don't really actually care about that. And now, because I've moved it, that shell is dead. The world may never know what's in there. But, like, that's not that hard. Okay, well, let's try this instead, then. I need P speed. Oh. What? No! That worked out. That was complete BS. Absolute and utter panic that just happened to work out. God, the mashing. Alright, so I found the moon room. Alright, at least I understand that. I got the effing moon. But I can't bring that. And clearly the goal of this area is this thing. Which we found a mechanism for doing, kind of. So I guess that's what we're doing. This is a green Yoshi. Goodbye, green Yoshi. It's been fun. Thanks for the good luck. How you doing, Pigeon Apology? This probably has nothing to do with your name, but I was thinking about this the other day. There's some interesting idioms in English that come from using Pigeon Chinese. The only ones I actually know the only ones I know off the top of my head are long time no see and no money no talk, which basically is English words Chinese grammar. And I find that mildly interesting. I kind of wonder what other idioms Why in the world would I have done that? What a waste of everybody's time. Anyway, most idioms are either from sailing ships or baseball. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. God. That would have been a dumb gag even then. Okay. I was just thinking, welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Thank you for coming to my Ed Talk. Thank you, I'll be here all week. I do feel at some point SNL might have been willing to do that as a stupid gag. I can't read enough Chinese to know that. To know what that actually says. I mean, to be fair to the people involved, Chinese is a tonal language, at least as it was spoken then. I don't know if that's changed at all. Tonal languages are not easy to pick up. Period. Long time no see? Ah, thank you. Okay. I need them to run into each other. Okay, there we go. We have successfully done this. What object has that property? Okay. So now we get nice and small. Alright, pause for a second. First few parts of this level are pretty easy, a little tricky, and the last parts is actually a problem. Otherwise, Chinese grammar is 2 birds, 1 stone. Ah, okay. Interesting. I do like 2 birds and 1 stone. How you doing, Caught by Goon? Or The Goon? No True Chinese? You might be thinking of No True Scotch. There's a number of different variations, but I believe the most common one is I want to say Han Chinese is the most common, but not entirely, not the ethnicity. Cantonese is most common? I'm not entirely sure. This is an area I don't have a lot of expertise in. Well, I got some falling to do. Guess I'm gonna die, but it's something new. No, I wasn't kidding. I tried to give you an honest answer. I was like, no, this is just something I don't know that much about. I know that in India, there's a non-trivial number of other languages that are not Hindi. While people always say Hindi when they think of Indian languages, there's a lot of them. Gotta be really careful here, because I don't have my extra hit. I'm not gonna fall for the stupid yellow pipe again. I see you, yellow pipe. I'm not gonna be tricked by you. 2 arrows. 1 arrow, 2 birds. Okay. Doing well. Happy to chill on stream. Definitely not procrastinating. Oh, I totally know that. I've never had my kitchen... No, I fell for it again. Never had my kitchen quite as clean as when I need to get something else done. Not again. India defaults to English? I mean, in the sense that, like, everywhere in the world defaults to English when faced with someone they don't know that they speak and don't speak their obvious language. But India has a lot of different varieties, and not everyone's that fluent in English. At least they weren't 10 odd years when I went there last. Like, there's a number of times where I got to smile and nod and communicate in that vein. Or at least have a good laugh at my brother in the same way that the other people were having a good laugh at my brother. There we go. Mandarin, thank you. That's what I was missing. It's like Mandarin and Cantonese are like the 2 big ones, and then there are subsequently other ones that are less frequently used. But even less frequently used means a lot of people speak them because it's China. Okay, actually, you know what? I can do this. All right, watch. Never mind. Okay, so here's what you would do. You'd have the yellow one walk off, and then the green one come through. Oh crap! I actually need to. Thank you, game, for being kind. Family members. My brother went on a mission. None of the rest of us went on missions. My father went on a Mormon mission. No, you come back here. But at the time when I was a kid and people were being called to their missions, they all went to Brazil. That's just how it worked that year. Everyone went to Brazil. So probably a lot of Mormons in Brazil circa like 2006. These Mormon missionaries. I mean, the one I talk about most is my dad went to Japan on a mission, and in the 70s that was probably pretty dang interesting. Got a few pictures from there. Jehovah's Mormons? I don't know if the Jehovah's do the same kind of thing. I mean, proselyting is a thing they do, but I don't think it's quite the same level as Mormondom has, where it's like, this is part of the life script you must adhere to if you wish to go to heaven and become God eventually. And yes, this is real Mormon doctrine. Dang it. If you play your cards right, you eventually get your own planet in Mormondom. So hey, better than some religions. Play your cards right, you get reincarnated as something better? No. Own planets to mess with. Seriously, choose Mormondom. Haka is only 2% of three speakers, but it's still 40 to 50 million. That's a lot of people. Mormon Jesus. Yeah, definitely more than some countries have dominant speakers of other languages. Probably more than anyone who speaks like native Hawaiian at this point, I'd have to make a guess. Because it is its own language. Like yourself, but not enough for a planet. Oh well then. Okay, I have an idea about how to get that disco shell to spawn. And I'm gonna try this time. Because even though the disco shell isn't really the right tool for the job, I have an idea. I'm not sure really what's in the box, and at this point I just need to know. Because I think what I'm probably doing is I'm probably cheesing it. My guess is what's in the box is just a green shell. And the entire reason why there are red shells there is to prevent you from cheesing that part and actually doing the Goomba Stomp maneuver. Which is a thing. Hope it's not a head. It might be. It's a little thing that people do in life to get ahead. I mean, get head. Plumbers don't wear ties. Had the best dialogue of any video game ever. Okay. Here's what I think you do. Okay, first off, I guess that might actually be what you do. Okay, we let that out, and then we just let him walk off screen. So now he's gone, and Mr. Gold Yoshi can go in there. Mr. Gold Yoshi, please walk into the shell. You're not too good for your home. Okay, one more switchback. And it's a yellow shell. So basically it's a yellow shell. I mean, I guess this is gonna work. Ah, no. I mean, that works just as well as the green shell, so this puzzle is a little bit superfluous. It's a key, not a yellow shell, because of its behavior when I spit it out. But the key, like, the purpose of a key is to make it so it can stand somewhere I normally couldn't to open a pipe or whatnot. And that's not what happened there. Okay, now this part. Do not be fooled by the yellow shell. Do not, or the yellow pipes. Do not be fooled by the yellow pipes. Do not let him lie to you. Do the opposite of whatever the boy says. Oh, darn it, he has that card. Or don't do what Donnie Don't does. No. Losing the cape here really sucks. You just have to mash. And you're much slower mashing. Or so it feels. Okay. Like, I had to be close to the end because, like, they were running out of surface area. Yellow pipes don't exist. VLDC15. Okay, well, that's cute. I'm glad I went up to see the non-existent thing that was in the yellow pipe. Not sure why that wing just teleported, but that's fine. Yellow pipes don't exist. Okay. Take it easy. A retry pipe this far into the game. Okay. Egg required. Okay. I guess we follow the egg. I have a P-switch and a key. Okay. Wait. Oh, no! Oh, frig. I took too long. There's a retry. I just remembered. Please don't put me all the way at the beginning of this again. Okay. If that's how we're playing it. I'm taking both objects with me. I am not doing it the way it's intended now. This level's made it personal. Very personal. Everything personnel, kid. What? That's fine. It's amazing how many things you think are actually dangerous and just aren't. I'll also point out this is a bit cheesy because, like, this thing can never come back down after going up once. So, like, it's actually a non-issue if you just wait or if you're actually a little bit slow. Ditto for this. You can kind of do this cheesy, which is what I'm doing. The trick is actually simple. You just stand by one group of things, and you don't have to deal with both groups of things. Which is far better than having to deal with both groups of things. Okay. This is where we got it. This is go time. That reminds me, I should put in a YAML for that randomizer. I haven't decided what I would do with it yet. I'm thinking I might actually just do Shivers again, or see if my Mario 64 install works. Because, like, this is an async. I'm not going to play it on stream. Not because I'm against it, just because of how it works. This is mean, by the way. Okay. Both objects will stay where I leave them. Like, I think a 1-up checkpoint probably would have been smart for this at point during the entire rigmarole. Okay. Okay. Bizarrely, I saw that coming. Okay. Did I do the right thing? Ah! What? What? After all that, you do a This midway was wasted. Like, what are you even doing? Why would you make me do all of that and then drop me blind into a pit? Just why? That's just mean. There was no indication that that was going to happen. Like, could I have at least had a ledge? Like, what was the point of that? Especially after a long, long flight section and an unpredictable trick here. Like, does this mean that there's a one-up checkpoint somewhere else? Does this mean the person doesn't use one-up checkpoints? It's possible. Could be ignorant of them. I think this is marginally faster than doing what it actually wants me to do. As long as I don't respawn him. I guess the upside is I won't get hurt if I touch it, but I also don't care if I get hurt when I touch it. Okay. Okay, that happened. The problem with this level is that solving a puzzle once makes you feel smart. Solving a puzzle 16 times makes you feel real dumb. I was kind of thinking about playing a puzzle game today. The problem was I just couldn't reach any reasonable conclusion, which is why I ended up here. Kind of the classic problem. What do I want to play? I don't know. End up playing Mario World. I did figure out an important part of my delay system, I guess, that's value for that, but I haven't actually coded it, so what does it matter? Right, I need the shell. Basically, I realized that all of the ways that a TTS can get into the system are effectively tied to chats. And as such, that if I just allow standard chat cancellation to cause TTS cancellation, it'll be fine. Given that there's enough pause in there anyway. And then let it behave the way it normally does. No, wait, okay, I need to make sure he doesn't despawn. No, don't send him back! Okay, there we go. Yeah, I wasn't thinking this part was that bad until the part where it was bad. In terms of just adding difficulty. Works. I need to stop doing stupid things. Stop being so silly. The problem is just this is a long and fiddly section, and it's not that interesting to do for the 8th time. Like, there's not a lot of difficulty in execution except for the Goomba bit. And it's mostly just, here's a bunch of stuff to jump through. I kind of feel like my time's not being valued here. Dang nabbit! Like, I really do think a 1-up checkpoint at the beginning of the Blue Yoshi section would have been a really smart move. Heck, I think using all of your checkpoint types might have been smart here. Like, bust out the Moon checkpoint, bust out the Dragon Coin checkpoint, Yoshi Wing checkpoint, I don't know. Actually, yeah, couldn't you use Yoshi Wings as a type of checkpoint? You basically... I feel you could do this as a way to, like, move someone around the level. I gotta think about this. Okay. Well, that's a new one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not immensely slower than getting the green shell. Guess that might have been the intended way. Get the green shell, make him hop into the shell that's already occupied, I guess. Is that a thing? Today I learned, at least. Okay, power up filter. Back to the room of real and unreal pipes. Man, you know what I could go for? Some Facing Worlds. That'd really hit the spot. A little bit of 90s drum and bass, early 2000s. You guessed drum and bass, I'm sorry. We needed jungle. It's one of those things I'd look at every once in a while. It was like Samir's Guide to Electronic Music. Basically, one dude's attempt to create an actual reasonable musical taxonomy of all electronic music, which includes such wonderful things, genres as, in his eyes, stupid and Casio-core, which I think are funny, because I do think stupid is actually a reasonable description of that genre. AKA, my drum machine is faster than your dad's. Such a good descriptor. Pinky saxophones also make me think I should play some Commander Keen. Alright. Do not be fooled by the yellow pipes. They don't exist. Don't know why they exist. Sort of. To taunt me. Okay, that would have been terrifying, but it worked out. Like, I do kind of wonder about some of these obstacles. Okay, throw egg. Get hurt. Run past the ghost. Don't die to stupid. Wait, no! That was stupid! Ah. Let's go sit here in shame for a moment. I'm gonna bring the key forward first next time. Yeah, this is something I found in a lot of like standard hacks. Is occasionally end up with one where like basically the first half of the level is not, or half is delineated by the midway is not too bad. And then for some reason they make the second half like 4 times longer than the first half. I'll say like Level Engine does that in spades. At least that was my recollection with having done... What was the name of that one anyway? I moderated the last one of those before he got banned. I don't remember the name of the hack. It wasn't Bits and Pieces. One of the first moderations I put on YouTube, so at least occasionally I still see it. I reached a milestone, actually. I noticed today, maybe earlier. I have reached 256 VODs that are in the moderation playlist. Not 256 individual hacks, but 266 VODs, which includes 2-parters or like 5-parters or 17-parters or whatever. And of course, some of the remoderations as well, when I've remoderated something. There's at least a couple I've done like 3 times. I think Alf's level, or hack, was the only one I've done like 3 times. I think I've done a few twice. Every once in a while I'll get like one where I've waited a long time between them, which I think was actually pretty nifty. Looked at Daizo's, that was a long time ago. Or the Daizo one that was a sequel to the thing we just played yet, prequel to the thing we played yesterday. Predecessor to the thing we played yesterday. Okay, retrieve key first. Place key here. Retrieve P switch. Retrieve blue switch. Retrieve brood witch. Okay, now we wait. I need to grab one of those immediately. Okay. Not like that! The red! What? How? I can't, okay. Okay, actually, wait, hold up. I can do this. I can do that. At least I won't die, but the Yoshi will. And then I can come up here. And that's a key. That's not a key. I don't know what that was. I think it was a throw block. Did I mess up? Thankfully, no. Apparently, it's the top secret area, but purple. With more Yoshis. What is this level? Okay, that's a throw block. I think. Are you kidding me? One F0. Oh, ah! There's no checkpoint! There is no checkpoint after that. Are you kidding me? I'm back here. This is 3 minutes of time! No, I can't beat this in 5 minutes. Absolutely not! What is this nonsense? Okay, look, I'm gonna level right here. I'm not enjoying this level. And the reason I'm not enjoying this level really comes down to I have to keep doing this part. And then I have to do that part again. Like, there's other parts of this level I'd like to see, but they're all hidden behind 3 minutes of nonsense and unreliable tricks. And also, like, if you're gonna do the retry thing everywhere, why not make it so you retry underneath the pit there? Like, what is this? That's... There we go. Like, the falling part was definitely mean. And I think you can actually skip it, though, if I'm looking at that correctly. Okay. Nope. You get here. Because I know a little bit of Kaizo trickery there that I think would be relevant. But we'll see. That's a throw block. Okay, things make a little more sense now. See, I did that on purpose this time. Okay. Like, it's just the sections are really long. Oh, well, I'm gonna go find her. Actually, I should have just been doing this the whole time, because I can actually choose myself a second cape. I didn't even think about that. Like, if that section had been free, maybe that'd be fine, but, like, suddenly having to ride a Fishin' Boo is not my idea of a good time. trying to think if I can keep my cape. I don't think I can. I think this would be forgivable if like I had to be on for like a long time. Like, let's compare this to like Long Cave, right, from last VLDC. That was long and a gauntlet, but its main conceit was that you were constantly moving and doing other things. In this, I'm just repeating the same section over and over. Okay. But mostly I'm just annoyed that I got dropped into a pit. I was like, I think that the first part was actually really well done and clever. I actually it was a little clunky in terms of puzzle solving, but I liked the puzzle. Here the puzzle is don't eat the shell. Which, yeah, okay, we did that earlier. Okay, so now up here, throw away the egg, throw away my other feather, which, no, it didn't, what? It respawned. Is that real? It's real. Take the P-switch with me. I'm not taking the P-switch with me. How the heck did that work? I expected to play multiple things today. Anyway, I think tomorrow, assuming I do stream and we do more Mario stuff, we'll check out Super Famicompo at some point during it. Like, I don't even know anything about Super Famicompo, 100%. I know nothing about this. So, I think it's like a good citizen thing to vote. I don't know. There's value in democracy, but like, there's much more value in democracy when you know what you're doing, or you have knowledge about the issues. And I know nothing about making music for the SNES or otherwise. The only experience I have messing with music was when we found a shareware MIDI editor back in the day, and I made like those sort of black MIDI type things you see, where the gag is, oh look, I have filled the screen with notes. Isn't that really funny? He's probably gonna... Oh, no! And he ate the shell. I may have to retry pipe. Just have to do the other trick again. I get knocked down. Knock it up again. You're never gonna keep me down. Man, Tub Thumping. That was a song that existed for a short period of time that people cared about. Did Chumbawamba ever actually do anything else, or was that just one of those weird British crossovers that actually, like, just happened occasionally? Because, like, I don't know, in the 90s there was a little bit of, like, second-tier British invasion. Certainly not Beatles quality, certainly not Iron Maiden quality, but you had, like, the Spice Girls and Chumbawamba. There were probably a few other ones, too, but I couldn't name them. At least until boy bands took over the 90s forever. And got jiggy with it. I used to be with it. Now what's it is strange and scary to me. Love of music feels like it's having a last laugh. It kind of is. I kind of wish there was more to it. The level music than what I'm hearing. That's fine. We'll say the cape is a nice touch. Okay, do not be fooled. Actually, you know what? Let's just reset. That's a fine choice. In case I do something stupid and get hit again. I wonder what this is from. It sounds kind of Kirby-esque to me, maybe, but I never actually played a Kirby game. So I'm not entirely sure. I think maybe if you told me this was gimmick, I might believe you. Okay, so there, we actually hit the critter, which somehow we didn't do last time. Okay, this time will be different. Take the P-switch, bring it over here. See, like this, I don't think this is necessary. Having one of these objects through the pipe would have been fine, but having both is just a little weird. Like, I kind of like the little puzzle at the end. That's cute. Theoretically could have been done with the green shell if it hadn't been consumed. And now I just get to wait. Like, there's just nothing for it here. Okay. Please, please, please. Alright, a little bit of Kaizo trickery there. Make my life easier. If you don't enter from the bottom, then you don't get stuck. Now the problem here is I don't believe there's any way for me to get a green shell, which is what I really want. Alright. Thump. Thump. Okay, I'm gonna see where the retry pipe takes me, just to know. Okay. Here's what I want to do. We're going to do something here really quick. I want to know how long that section is. So we're going to cheese this a little bit. And then come back and reactivate the pipe and try to do it legit. Because, like, this has been a long level, and there's not been a checkpoint. And then you have me doing this riding section, and I'm not good at boo riding. Standard, once again, let me remind you. And there's a 1F0 here, and I don't know why. There's some Yoshis. It's like, throw something up here, but I don't know what object you would throw up. That's the last obstacle. But what is being asked of me? Dragon coin. Exit. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. In the interest of this not being annoying, if I think I'm going to drop into the drink, I'm going to turn water level on and try again. Like, just come back and try again. That's where I'm at right now. I don't want to spend another 4 minutes doing the loop again. Just to fail it at this point, because this is like a really weird and awkward trick. No! At this point. Okay. Whew. It's safer to go forward. We're going to go forward. Okay. We just have to hatch the Yoshi from scratch this time. Like I said, I'm willing to try this from scratch. I'm willing to try this, but I'm not doing this all the way from scratch. I've had enough. Like, I have no idea why I'd want a 1F0 there. I need a throw block? What is being asked of me? Okay, is this not a key? This is a throw block, right? I don't bring a Yoshi, I spin jump the whole way. And then pray that that ends up in the right location. Okay. Unless... No. Like, is that really what's being indicated here? Why give me a Yoshi if you're gonna make me do this? shoot. Apparently I didn't wait long enough. So great, I get to do that whole part again. I think I'm no longer a fan of this level. Like, I really don't get it. I just don't get what it's trying to do. Like, it's asking me to do something, and I cannot see what it wants me to do, and the cost is death. Like, at least in a Kaizo level, the cost of death is typically minimal. Whereas here, it's like, my cost is I get to spend another 3 minutes doing this. I do not get this level. I want to be nice, but at this point, I'm like really not sure what I'm supposed to get out of this. Could shortcut with P-switch timer? You know, you're right, actually. Let's just do that. I've done this enough to demonstrate I know what I'm doing regarding it. Thank you for that idea. That's not the actual name, as it turns out. I actually don't have the defines open. I should leave them open. It says they're open somewhere. What's up, Yui.con? How you doing? They've been okay. This level's been long. The point where I'm like basically kind of done doing what it wants me to do. Because, like, basically there is no checkpoint after the first one, and it's basically like a 5-minute thing every single time. So we're just gonna kind of swim our way to the checkpoint, because I'm just kind of done with this loop. Like, I would use a save state if I had one, but I don't presently. Haven't been following this contest, don't know much. Yeah, typically I'm pretty happy just to, like, treat the levels on their own, like, plain. But this one's gotten rather irksome. It just is so long for what it wants me to do. Zero. So we're just doing some chat hack trickery. Especially as the last bit, I just don't know what it wants me to do. Okay. There we go. I'm keeping my cape this time, which is a much nicer thing. Actually, if you do it this way, do I have enough time to cover the distance? I think I do. Not sure. Oh, never mind. It doesn't help. Oh well. No, we're not doing it. At this point, this is the point in the level where I'm happy to take it back on its face value. Plus or minus using my own system for chat points. No cape, because that's just a little cheesy. I don't actually want the Yoshi, as it turns out. I don't think. Alright, here comes the fun part. Wait, what? Okay, 1, it expired. 2, how? That's the highest I can jump out of that. The Electric Yoshi is cute. I'm 100% on that page. I don't know what it wants from me. Like, I need to put an object here. I think these are hurt boxes. Yeah, they're just like stationary spinies or something. Like, I'm just at a loss as to what the level wants me to do at this point. I need a Yoshi to ditch here, but at the same time, I need to come over here. I need to hit this box, but there's that. I'm completely at a loss as to where I'm going to get an expendable item, an item that is actually workable here, because the only items that are workable here are the blocks, the turn blocks, and honestly, there's just not enough time. That's a Galumba. Okay, I can work with this maybe. Throw block is a key. You can see Yoshi spinning it, but it's not a key, it's a throw block. Yeah, that's the part that bugs me. Is like, if that was a key, this would make sense, but it doesn't. It's a throw block, and the graphics are exactly the same, so I do kind of wonder if this is a bug. Because I'm just not sure. I wonder if the judges have managed to finish this, because like I don't see a way to make this work. Like you have to go really fast. I don't think that you have enough time to move this block all that way, and it really does look like a key. And it fits thematically. Like I need to have the Yoshi. I need to have a throwable item. It needs to be a key. The only other way I can think to get a throwable item, and this is incredibly cheesy, beyond trying to do Galumba tricks, but that's like also going to run into timer issues, is this, in which case we can get a throwable item and try to do this legitimately. Semi-legitimately. So we'll come over here. How much was this tested? Because earlier green shell thing makes it that the spawn would empty and then test it. Yeah, I do wonder that. I do also wonder that. Oh, whoops. Well, that didn't harm things. So I can get this P-switch, which I don't have to use, because we're doing a cheesy water thing. A P-switch is as good as a key for our purposes. As long as we don't destroy it. And it's recyclable, so we do have some options here. Is water level 0. There we go. So we can try this, because that's a thing I can do, is smuggle this P-switch over there. Possibly. And again, if I fail this, I am so turning on the cheating thing to not die. Okay, well, it's possible. It's certainly possible. We've demonstrated that it is totally possible. I just spit it at the wrong spot. So we'll do our loop again. It's a shame it comes out of the shell, or out of the... It's a shame it comes out of a box, because it makes this part more complicated. But, like, this is the only way I can think to make this palatable to do in what I believe is the intended way. Or at least something akin to the intended way. Like, if I knew how to cheat myself a key, I probably would just cheat myself a key, to be completely frank. There we go. Or if I could have brought the key with me, because it was a pipe, but it behaved like a door, and I don't know why. I'm unhappy that I'd scrolled the screen up and I can't see him. No! Oh, that was close. I mean, the P-switch got here. And the good news is P-switches are recyclable. So I can bring that with me, assuming it doesn't behave like a door. Which it didn't. Thank you for that. And we get to have another shot at it. Boom, boom, boom. We're just gonna do this again. So I didn't mean to get hit. I don't think it matters in terms of me having a good chance. Actually, no, in terms of me recovering from getting hit, that is humongous. Because if we do the thing where I fall off the Yoshi and then I die, then that's gonna be a problem. Okay. Spawn him in. Okay, there we go. We have done this semi-officially correctly, and yes, I see the stupid trick. I'm not going to fall for that. Hooray, Yoshis! The exit is this way. Yay! So, where do you think the exit is? What is happening? Was I supposed to do something? I need a key. That's how this is supposed to end. You hand the key to this. I suspect there's a thing there. That's the only way this makes any sense to me. Is if there's supposed to be a keyhole behind that Yoshi. Or the Yoshi is a keyhole, I don't know. Where is the key? That's the question now, isn't it? Like, is there another shell I could pick up somewhere? I am like getting close to opening this in Lunar Magic. I really am. I am so confounded at this point by this whole level. Alright. To which I mean, I guess that's what we're doing. We're opening it in Lunar Magic. When you run out of ideas, you open things in Lunar Magic. Where did I leave Lunar Magic? There it is. Look in the patches directory of all places. Drag it on to... Oh, actually, I just click it on crossover. It'll work. Yes, install Lunar Magic. I do not care. Put it in the Steam bottle. We're just going to look at Lunar Magic. I'm out of ideas as to how this could possibly work. There might be a key somewhere. I don't know where it is. So... Worst comes to worst, if I see that there's a keyhole behind that Yoshi, I'm pressing the keyhole thing and calling it a day. Because, like, I've done due diligence on this level and then some, in all honesty. I think it just might actually be a little broken. But maybe there's just something I overlooked. It's completely possible. No, that's my home directory. My computer, z:temp 36. Yeah, it needs a header. That's lovely. Editors, overworld. View, level numbers, 104. 104. Oh, that's Yoshi's house. It is 1, which makes me have some guesses about what the others are going to be. It was not 2. There's a pipe up there? View. Screen exits. To D8? Okay, we'll have to check that out in a while. Level 1, level 1, level 1, level 9. Okay, then we did that. Then we came over here, and that is exit to level 3. Level 3 has a exit to level 1C8. Of course it does. Oh. What? but that's not it. Level 3. Oh, I see. It's a secondary entrance and covers up the other thing I can't read. Exit to level. Can I not see entrances? Can I just move this? This is a sprite, right? Yeah, thank you. View. Screen exits. C8. No, I don't want to save it to ROM. Level C8, which level 6. Okay, I see level 6 now. Sprites. See Yoshi. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There is a key. Okay, there is a key. There is actually a key. This is not bugged. I don't know. We're going to look at this very carefully in a moment. Okay, here's the question. It's on this screen. Do you see the key? Is it this object? Is it the object in the ground? Is it one of these 3 objects? That all kind of look the same to me on my screen, and I think look the same on stream. Call your shots. I'm gonna let you in this little secret. It's the middle one. That's a freaking key. It looks like everything else, but it's a key. There's all of this other egg nonsense going on, and then suddenly, yeah, this one. This is the one you want. It was facing left. Are you... Really? No. Spot the discrepancy. It was facing left. You are correct. It looks slightly different than this one and this one. You successfully spotted the discrepancy. But, Jesus! This is unnecessary. Especially when there's a million other things that look very much the same in the level with very small without the small changes. Yeah, no, I would not have spotted that if Kappa did not say that. To be fair, I only spotted it because I looked in Lunar Magic. Alright. We have successfully done a thing. I don't even care that it ate that. Hard to tell. Wouldn't know looking. Yeah, no. Just yeah. That's done. Okay. Okay. That level had 4 sections. It needed 4 checkpoints. I think honestly, if they had just moved that second checkpoint to maybe the cape part, it would have felt a bit better because you didn't have to waste so much time. But really a 1-up door somewhere would have been nice. I don't know where. That last section was a puzzle, but I don't know. What is this even? Oh, we get messages. Take this Yoshi back to the judge's lounge. There is a participant intended shortcut. I think I saw that. To the VLDC15 compilation devs, not me, this level is meant to use no Yoshi intro to prevent starting the level with Yoshi. That's fair. Alright, so first off, Subgravy Gadget. I did see the trick here, which is a little bit funny in retrospect. There's a dev pipe. Very Yoshi's Island. Or not Yoshi's Island, very Donkey Kong Country 1. Yeah. I think if I've been told about this at some point, instead of having to go around the loop, like, I actually do think a knowledge check there would have been perfectly fine. Like, literally have a box, like, after I go through the loop, and it says, hey, you can do this, or check for a screen for or something. There's a way to do this. I know there is. That would have been fine as, like, a knowledge check, kind of a la troll levels. That would have been fine. But it wasn't. That's not how that worked. It really could have used that as a checkpoint. That effect only have to work if you don't have the CP. Yes, it does, but that would be fun. Yeah, that would suck. You're right. Judges, carry the gold egg back to the beginning and then have Yoshi on top of the gold egg dismount and jump into the pipe. Well, you don't have to do that part. You can just dismount. So I don't really know why we're doing this part. We did it. So that's cool, I guess. This level's just kind of weird. I don't know. It's very uneven. There are parts where I think that if they'd just been that... Like, okay, let's say if the entire level had literally just been the very first section and the third section, I think I would have liked this level quite a bit. But the second section was annoying to do repeatedly, and the fourth section was obscure because I didn't know that I was looking for that, and also it dropped me in a pit the first time I got to it. So, like, I think that if it was, like, maybe those two sections, or even having the third section with a checkpoint, it would have been okay. Like, have you drop into the checkpoint and then you drop into the pit and lol, that happens. And have the second one have a one-up checkpoint would have been really kind of funny. I would have enjoyed that. But as it is, it was just kind of a weird slog. Like, I didn't expect to spend what I think was 2 hours on that level. And that was with cheating to try to understand what I was doing. I did eventually execute everything legitimately, but I did cheat to bring myself forward. And I have zero compulsions against that at this point, because I just felt like I was wasting time redoing the same thing. May you request level? Yeah, sure, go for it. That's it, though. I think really just, like, better checkpointing would have made this level really better. Or even just removing some of the kind of the fat. Like, there was just stuff that didn't need to be there. 87. And if it was removed, it would have been a better thing. Sometimes something is less than the sum of its parts, is what I'm trying to say. And that happens a lot with level design, especially in LDCs. I think that's where that ends for me. I think, at least.